when you tell them that Sauron lives because of you!
For better or worse, Galadriel is the major character in Season 1 of The Lord of the Rings, but Rings of Power Season 2 offers a different focus, which is paying dividends for the show. As Galadriel, Morfydd Clark was outstanding. It would be foolish to criticize her Season 1 performance. 25 million people on the first day of Season 1's release of its first 2 episodes, via Amazon, fell in love with Clark's chemistry with Sauron actor Charlie Vickers. Their relationship indeed drove a lot of the opening press for the show, and still generates a lot of interest in it. Actually, it served as the model for Season 2's central connection. With Sauron's actual identity now known, Rings of Power Season May 2nd unleashed the evil on its other protagonists with complete openness. Viewers therefore get to see characters' dishonesty right before their eyes while still in on the con. Just close enough to be a hazardous transgression of Tolkien's character to be amazing, and just Tolkienian enough to be insightful. Letting the viewers come close to Sauron in Season 1 while his name was suppressed was a masterful maneuver in many ways. Season 2 lets Sauron embrace his canonical relationships completely, notably with Celebrimbor, the replacement figure for Galadriel. Charles Edwards is brilliantly capturing the conflicted calibration of power. Halbrand was indeed Sauron, as the first season's finale of the Rings of Power exposed. While the Halbrand character was created for the show, Sauron and Galadriel's relationship did not contradict mythology, but rather was not detailed in it either. Sauron's Season 2 Anatar disguise is taken verbatim from the Silmarillion, and his handling of Celebrimbor even more so. Edwards is building an interesting character around which the drama might center. Celebrimbor actor Charles Edwards has his work set out juggling Celebrimbor's faith in the Vala, hence Anatar, with his own pride, and also with a gut feeling and common sense that tells him to pause and consider. The secret to bringing the narrative of the show to life is this subtlety. Edwards is deftly balancing to accomplish this. Edwards is building an interesting persona around which the drama might center by depicting his turmoil, haughtiness, and sorrow. The story of Celebrimbor is what the Rings of Power should always have been about. Nobody quite expected Galadriel's retribution narrative when The Lord of the Rings of Power exploded onto theaters in 2022, but Celebrimbor's corruption arc is exactly as foreshadowed by Tolkien's Second Age literature. When adaptations veers off course, it can be a pleasant surprise. Galadriel's search for Sauron has much to be said for. Though it veers the Second Age narrative away from Rings of Power, it meets the bill in many respects. Now, the multidimensional relationship between Galadriel and Sauron offers a fascinating backdrop for Celebrimbor's demise. What Tolkien's narrative truly is about, fundamentally, the narrative, as in the book The Lord of the Rings, is a warning about stretching for life and power outside what is naturally accessible. Now that the show is showing Celebrimbor's struggle, it can really begin to actually follow Tolkien's lesson. Life is holy without imposing unnatural extension. More than ever in The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, Celebrimbor is now capturing the major concepts of the original material, therefore proving himself a suitable Galadriel substitute.